We hope you enjoy this rebroadcast of Risk On's highest-rated topics for the previous week. Todd and Jason will return next week with their regularly scheduled programming. And now, Risk On.
Hey, it's Todd Alt. It's the day before 420. It's April 19th.
I don't know what show it is. We've done so many.
What?
54th.
Is this the 54th episode of Risk On?
Wow.
Josh, do you concur? He concurs. Does everyone know where that's from?
No.
I concur. Do you concur? It's a good movie. Catch me if you can. So let me clear something up about Coinbase, because there's a lot of rumor about Coinbase. Those people did not sell out all their position. What they did, the CFO, CEO, and all those people, they sold their position in their Class A securities. They own Class B voting securities, and they can convert them to A. And in the prospectus, they said they would be able to sell them, and they did. No drama there. But some people tweeted and Twittered and did whatever they did to tweet and Twitter and Snap and Insta and all that crap stuff, and they were like, oh, they sold everything. No,
Yeah.
they didn't. Now, we reacted that way in the beginning.
Until we looked at this filing.
We did our due diligence, read the filing, and make sure before we got on air and made jackasses of ourselves.
So they got to go common Bs to A before they can even sell.
Yeah, so they got tons of stock left, and they sold some. By the way, if you're not doing an IPO, Coinbase was not issuing primary shares. Therefore, someone had to be a seller, right?
Absolutely.
Company didn't raise any money, didn't need any dough.
They're already talking about the fourth stimulus check. What are you going to do with the money?
Is there going to be a fourth stimulus check? Do you guys really believe that? Nick, do you believe that? Do you believe that, Brett? Fourth stimulus check? Skylar, you haven't got the first two, have you? Or the
No.
third? Skylar doesn't file her taxes, so therefore she doesn't get any stimulus.
Oh, my God.
But I'm going to.
Will she get a retro stimulus check?
That's a good question. I don't know. I'm not a tax attorney or a CPA.
Wake up, Skylar. Let's get that filed.
I'm going to do it.
That's good money. Don't
I
throw
know.
good money after bad. What do you want to talk about Tesla? Down $25 today.
They had
Let's
that
go to it.
fatal crash in Harris County that's out in Houston, Texas.
Yeah, but this is the part I don't get. Cars crash every day.
Yeah.
We don't cover every crash. These people use the Tesla against the rules.
Cars aren't driving themselves every day,
I know, but they were not supposed to do that. They let the car drive itself.
but they did it.
Right, and so they're dead.
Yeah,
Not Tesla's fault.
that's true.
And so what do you want to talk about?
Well, I'm just saying that was just interesting because I thought that Tesla had the processes and safeguards in place to not allow this.
Let's bring this up here. Market Watch. Let's, Nick, pull it up real quick here. Here's the headline. Tesla stock drops after reports of a fatal crash of a vehicle with apparently no driver.
Right.
Yeah, two people were messing around. They probably put a weight on the seat so they could drive it with no driver. And boom. La, la, la. They died, right? 120 miles into the wall.
I don't understand
Into a tree?
what kind of weight would be necessary in order to fool the system.
Oh, no.
I mean, what is the 80-pound weight minimum?
40,000 plus people die a year in car accidents. We report the ones about Teslas because they're sensational.
Well, it's
but
just unique.
unique.
Yeah.
Apparently that Tesla accident took place just a couple miles from Jeff Bombchill's house.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to think about it, tons of people die every day in city streets like Chicago, but nobody ever talks about it. But the minute you've got one person that's isolated and goes and does something drastic, that's all that they talk about. But every single day, if you listen to the police scanner, you'll hear similar results. 1 hour ago, Charles Gasparino from Fox Business says on Twitter, breaking at Joe Biden administration is in the early stages of developing a regulatory approach to the booming crypto biz, sources tell Fox Business. We'll discuss with Liz Klayman what's being kicked around regarding regulation with SEC activities and the possibility of a Bitcoin ETF. But everyone says Bitcoin can't be regulated, someone's replied.
I was very disappointed today when I woke up and there was no announcement. What announcement, Skyla, do you think I wanted to happen today?
Think about it.
Come on, think about it. Come on,
Hold on.
Skyla.
I don't know.
Wait, just keep thinking.
You don't watch the show, do you?
I'm on the show. Pow.
Yeah. For no announcement
Bang,
on
bang.
gunbroker.com. Nothing. Woke up to nothing.
It's April 19th.
Dude, what mid-April is getting here. I mean, what's up?
Wow.
Those of you who've watched the show on Friday know I was short the triple Qs. I was long the S triple Qs, which are 3 times short. You got to buy them to be short. I was short the Dow. It kind of saved me today.
Covered it nice.
I covered it, and I know the audience wouldn't believe it, but I put the order on the S triple Qs at $11.
I'm looking right now.
Covered the whole 180,000 share position between 10.90 and 11.
Correct. And you know what? It closed at 1086.
And I covered and bought the. I bought back my triple Qs.
Right.
And I bought the diamonds, and I made like $175,000. Still lost money today because our stocks were down. We're long crypto.
Yeah.
But it was a big hedge.
We're in that weird.
How would you feel if you were me? Because I'm like, I should feel great that I was right on that. But I'll tell you why I covered. I covered because I didn't feel the break.
Right.
What I hate about being short is that you're betting on things going down, and even when your thing goes down, the other stuff goes down more.
That's the problem.
It's not a real hedge.
Right.
I mean, so I covered some money, but I don't want to root against things, and so I can't stand being short.
That's the problem. Is the market wasn't bad enough, I guess.
Yeah,
and we had too much exposure to other long tickers.
And we did, and we were getting crushed. And
Yeah.
we had a big gain.
Yeah, the balancing act
I
wasn't.
shouldn't be upset about that.
No,
right?
no, I don't think so.
I mean, look
we
at,
actually
look
went
at, look at
deep red.
Look at, because I like to make sure that people know that I'm,
So
fully
Todd,
transparent.
Todd, before he gets his shot this morning, he texts me just QS, and then like just other random tickers.
I was so
and we're
pissed.
destroyed.
We're getting our butt whipped.
And that was before the
But
shot.
look at this. Look at this. S triple Qs, $74,190 gain. You can verify that?
Yep, I see it.
Okay. Triple Qs, $72,935.
Yep,
Clover, I sold that up 10 grand today.
we did good on Clover.
Sold Clover. And the diamonds, look, I only made $4,700.
Only
What'd I get whipped in today?
we got whipped.
CS was down, DSS was down, LTBR down, QuantumScape down 30, DISCA, which is Discovery Communications, down 32.
SSNT.
And then SSNT, my 13D filing, down
Right.
117.
Yeah, so I mean,
But I bought more with that. But look at what it says we're up today.
you see the Chinese finance minister came out and said that Bitcoin could be an alternative investment mechanism.
I've been saying the federal government should just, instead of printing money, they should buy some crypto. I mean, why not start reserving that stuff, crypto? Why fight the trend? Everybody does this.
That was cool,
They fight
though.
the trend till they're done, right?
Right.
I got to be careful how I say this, but this is ridiculous. Let me try. How about I word it this way? Let's be careful. I know a company, a guy who runs a company, and he has an auditor, and he's looking at another auditor, a Big Four, and they commented to him that they're concerned about crypto and what his company does with crypto. I find this ridiculous because they also are the auditor for Coin that went public.
Oh,
There's such hypocrites
Wow,
out there.
that's crazy.
Where on one hand, Coin goes public, Coinbase goes public, yet the government wants to regulate. It doesn't. There's some things that just don't make any sense here, right?
that makes no sense.
How does it make any sense that the auditor of the crypto company that audits Coinbase that went public with their audit
Right.
may have an issue with being the auditor for a crypto company?
Makes no sense at all. Now AEZS we bought more of.
That is an oral COVID vaccine.
Oral COVID vaccine. They're in a university in Germany now.
The AEZS theory is that they come out with an oral COVID vaccine, theoretically. And then since we have to keep taking it every year, booster, people would rather not get a shot. They can just take a pill.
Yeah. Pop A COVID.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Pop a COVID pill?
Yeah. Pop A COVID.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll name it that. Sir Pop A COVID. How can good CFOs transform companies? Well, I'll let you take that one, Todd.
Well, a
because
good CFO can transform the way that they report, the way that he looks at the balance sheet, he or she looks at the balance sheet income statement, the way they make money and put financing in place that takes advantage of what the receivables look like, how often they get paid, what kind of working capital needs they do, and manage to the working capital needs of the company. A great CFO can transform a business. But I can tell you that there's an old adage that if you can take a really crappy company with great management, and the reputation of the crappy company will survive. So you need a good company. I would tell you the hardest thing to find is to invest in companies that even a moron could run, because someday a moron will run one. You know what I'm saying?
I do. We've got this underlying factor where retail traders are just saying, screw it. They're just going to pile into like DOGECOIN for instant results. Like, we want to just stick it to the man. We want to run DOGECOIN.
Where is DOGECOIN?
What is it at, 40 cents?
Is that really true?
Yeah. They're trying to get it to $1.
God.
And I think they're going to do it, man. It's crazy.
You're making me sick.
Doge. Let's give an update on Doge.
No.
30.3944. 40 cents.
So it's back up after being down to 27.
Wow. Do you know it got to, yeah, it just snapped right back.
I mean, I literally sold it for 6 cents.
7x almost right there. Wow. Doge.
I am sick to my stomach. For Skyla, my man Jason, Nick, Brett, Josh, Willie, and all the people that put on Risk On Sports and Risk On, we'll see you tomorrow at 4:20. We'll be reefing out tomorrow live. Hey, it's Todd Alt. It is 4:20. The holy shrine of marijuana stocks, holy shrine of marijuana, cannabis. This is the biblical day that is cannabis erectus, or whatever they call it. I'm Todd Alt. This is Jason Bartholomew. We have the lovely Skyla in the house.
Hello.
Who is got her nice earrings on. Let's zoom in on those earrings. Can we do that?
I don't know.
I think we can. Oh, yeah, you can see them nice.
You want to do the honors?
Are those from Zaffel? What do I got to do? What's the honors?
They might
know.
be. I ordered them from something a couple years ago. They very well might be
Wow.
from Zaffel.
420, please, just please.
Netflix, trees don't grow to the sky forever. Even redwoods stop growing eventually. And with Disney competing and other over-the-top services like Hulu, which is a Disney product, with Roku.
Even Paramount, even Viacom.
Paramount has that whole Viacom Paramount network with great stuff on it, like Forrest Gump. HBO.
Yep.
Too much competition, right?
Prime.
Yeah. There's going to be a time and place where Netflix is even money, right? You know what's funny? Getting to know you, everything comes down to what's probabilities, what's the bet, what's the money line. Hey, Netflix is toast. Now, that's not what John Malone would say, someone I really adore and who's brilliant. I don't mean toast in the sense you all think like they're toast in the sense that Netflix won't be used. But as an investment thesis, I think it's played its course.
Yeah.
I'm calling for Netflix to be flat,
yeah.
to down for the year, and they're not going to be a grower.
Yep.
And you're going to see other competition hurt them. But then again, if you bet on Netflix, it's been the house of pain.
Huge component
If
of
you
the
bet
Q-
against it, by the
Right,
way.
yeah. Huge component of the Qs.
Right. Huge component of
So-
the Qs. Qs are down right now.
Yeah. We're just
It
thinking
is
out
an
loud.
important stock and an important temperament, and those Qs are now getting hit even further down.
Do I have the... Yes, I do. Actually, you know what? Let's give them a little bit of context on their earnings report. Earnings were fine. Earnings per share, $3.75 versus $2.97 expected, according to Refinitiv survey of analysts. Revenue $7.16 billion versus $7.13. The subscriptions and the forecast and the guidance is what's troubling for them. And again, Todd spoke about all the competition. Viacom, Paramount, you've got AT&T's HBO Max, Disney, Hulu, Apple TV, Amazon Prime, Comcast, NBC's, Universal's service as well. So yeah, they're not the only kid on the block anymore.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I covered the Qs today. Oh, I have a 500 short here. I'm up 15,000 on that.
Jesus.
And then I have about 5,000 short in here.
Let's take a look at this for a few seconds here, Brett.
Yeah, let's look at so in the aftermarket. Let's see here. What are we down here today? We're down 51 in the aftermarket to 497 even. Can we pull that back up, Nick? We're down to 497 here. You can see this cliff. Here came out earnings and the cliff fall off here.
10.5% retreat on a $250 billion market cap company, roughly.
Right. Listen, 10% is not that big of a deal. Maybe people are expecting a slowdown. But I mean, in terms of velocity of returns, Netflix, I'm going to go real quickly here. Brett, I'm going to have you bring it back up in a second here. That's the 1 year. This is the 5 year. The question is this a top right here? Is it going to flatten out right there? Is that the peak right there, which is, I don't know.
I must say, I was perusing through Telegram. You're getting to be popular on Telegram.
Me?
Yeah.
Me personally?
Yeah, you are very popular in the Telegram naked thread.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I seen memes of me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some good, some not so good.
They were talking about you.
Why?
I don't know.
Just because of a couple trades here and there?
Yeah,
Come on, man.
Could be.
Got to be positive. I'm hearing what I've been saying this for a long time. Why does the government not just buy crypto, Bitcoin, and make it part of their reserve?
Yeah.
It's becoming a really dominant store of value, right? It's not currency in the sense that you really buy a lot, sell a lot with it, but you can buy a car. But then the question is, how is it taxed? Because when you go to sell it, when you sell your dollar, when you buy something with the dollar, you're not taxed.
Right.
It's already after tax money. But if you bought Bitcoin for $5,000 and now it's $55,000 and you went and bought a Tesla, it's a taxable event.
You're getting, it could be two taxable events because you're showing if you made money on crypto,
sure,
and then you pay the sales tax on the Tesla,
sure.
So there's double whammy,
right? State and local tax, whatever, right? But what's interesting is that if the U.S. misses out on making that a reserve, if a government decides that it's going to be part of their reserve currency, I mean, so if you listen to John Malone, right? He did a great interview on Kinridcast. Oh, Kinridcast. Right. Great interview. In which he talks about everything's dominated in dollars, so therefore we never can default, right? We just have to print more currency. But I'm going to cover a really important stat with you right now, okay? And I want you to wait for this, okay? So, Skyla, how long has this country been around? I'm not throwing you under the bus or anything like that. If you don't know, how long has the United States been around? Best guess.
I don't know. I'm sorry. A long time.
Long time.
Not a super long time.
Nick,
a long time.
How long? 240 years.
Close. Yeah.
Jason, I want to give you a number, and you tell me what 40% represents. 40%.
In what context?
In terms of our currency, our fiat currency.
I don't know.
40% of all dollars ever issued in the United States has happened in the last 12 months.
Yeah.
40%. Now, I heard someone else say 27. I heard John Malone say 40. Okay, we're going to figure out the exact number. But I just want to put this in context. We've been around for 240 years, give or take.
Chew on some of this.
Let's pull that up real quick.
Pull that up.
Can you leave that for a second? Okay, this is the national debt, 28 billion, no, trillion, 193 billion. Wow, it moves very fast, doesn't it?
Yeah,
You know what's
85,000 per citizen. Debt per taxpayer, 224,000.
Let me back you up. So when you have a baby and they become a human being, on Earth, they owe 85,000 right out of the womb. You follow me? Yeah.
So this is the federal tax revenue. Is this for the year or for what?
Which one are we looking at?
Over here.
Yeah, that's the amount that DC taxes.
3.4 trillion.
Correct. Those are tax rolls.
Total state revenue.
Correct.
Total state deficit.
This thing you can there's so much data and nutrients on here.
Oh my God.
I mean, just spend some time on this site. This site's amazing. This will give you, look at the student loan debt. You go to the second tier, 1.7 trillion per student, 38,000. I mean, you've got the debt to GDP, credit card debt. I mean, everything you've got.
Wow, this is amazing.
There's more. I mean, you can scroll down. There's a lot of good data on this. But anyway, it would take a couple hours to spend on this just to dissect it.
Targeted budget items. Medicare, 1.295 trillion. Okay, well, 40% of the currency that's out there has been printed in the last 12 months.
And I want to ask you this. I don't know the answer to this, but a good portion of that top left number, U.S. national debt, has been incurred during the last 2 presidents.
$7 trillion, right?
Okay, yeah. Maybe even the last 20 years.
I don't think Bitcoin's going away. I mean, you got to figure out that basically, if you did mathematics, John Malone talks about when he bought a car in I think it was 63. It was a Volkswagen Bug. He paid without a radio, paid $1,600. In his lifetime, that car is 30 times more expensive. If you issued 40%, you diluted and issued 40% more currency, something's going to naturally be 40% more.
Yeah. I mean, actually, there was silver in the coins back then, 63.
Sure.
They stopped that around 65.
So what's going to work there is things that can afford that kind of inflation. They're going to be multifamily housing, lumber. Anyone sound familiar? How much
Yes.
lumber's tripled?
Yes.
Copper. Right. I don't think we're paying attention here.
Commodities. I know. I'm trying to get us into this, to a couple of these copper.
We bought some silver stocks today.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Yep. We're trying to get some.
We trade a lot of them though. We kind of get in and out of them because I think we're afraid. We're afraid like when are people? But I think the day people realize that the play for that 40% of new money. By the way, Biden wants to spend another $1 trillion.
Yeah, on like daycare and stay-at-home care.
Sure.
Just
So
trillions
things are getting more expensive. There's nothing you can do about it. I'm telling you already. I bought a house here in Vegas. I'm already being told it's worth $300,000 more than I paid
trillion
for it
is
a month ago.
Trillion
2
is
months
the
ago.
new billion.
Wait, I bought it in December, so today is April. So whatever that is, a quarter.
Yeah.
What do you have on the agenda?
Yeah.
What I forgot to cover. If you didn't see Risk on Sports, Jason, you were 4-0 yesterday.
You know
4-0.
what?
Oh,
Wait,
yeah. Applause,
I wanted
buddy.
that.
Do you?
That was a
There you go.
misclick. Let me
4-0.
tell them about the parlay.
4-0. Here we have all the tickets right here to prove it. 4-0. We're transparent.
We got
here,
the
baby.
receipts.
And you're up now too, right?
Yeah,
you're
we're
up nicely.
Yeah, we're up.
No, but I mean literally, you have a flat record, but a winning dollar value.
23 and 23 on straight picks.
Right.
Where you just pick.
What are you at the parlays?
10 wins, 39 losses.
And you're still up double, right?
Yeah, plus 972 on a 1,200 starting
And
bankroll.
yesterday you almost triple because quadruple because you had a $25 parlay that paid $18.50.
Yeah, we played a lottery ticket yesterday and we missed it by one.
Missed it by that much.
The house, that's what they're counting on. They're hard
They're
to
counting
hit.
on that,
We're gonna
but-
hit one though.
that you're not going to make it.
Yeah.
Skyla, we're going to spend the next 4 minutes talking about cannabis. In light of 420 and it's Taco Tuesday, I've learned that I have to be very careful. So for you, we're not making medical claims, but for you, it helps you with anxiety, right?
And sleep as well.
No, politically correct. If I was a 20-year-old beautiful girl, what would you be anxious about? Now you don't have to answer that question. I mean, why would you be anxious if you were 20 years old?
I mean, I don't think anxiety has anything to do with age
Or
looks. I think, yeah, because I mean, most beautiful models in the world have anxiety.
Oh,
So,
look at you,
like,
touche.
It doesn't have
bulimia.
anything
They
to
have
do with
bulimia,
how
possibly.
you look or
point. Anorexic.
your age. Yeah.
Although
So-
she does have to work with you.
What the hell is that supposed to mean?
Oh, I'm just saying it could be
She
stressful.
loves me. She's known me since she was 3 years old.
Could be stressful at times. Maybe she won't.
well,
admit
just
that.
like life, the world is stressful.
Sure.
even driving down the highway.
Yeah.
So where do you get your
Medicine.
cannabis, your medicine?
I get it from my dad. I mean, at least what I have now, I get it from my dad. He grows.
Outdoors?
Yeah.
Right. Why don't we give his address and tell him
No.
where to get his license?
No.
Do you suspect your dad grows it without a license?
No, he has a license.
He does.
He does. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah,
Look
he
at
has
this.
a license.
Nice. Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It's for 50 plants.
420, please.
Yeah.
Please.
So he has 50 plants.
50 plants.
Uh-huh.
Oh, wow.
What does that yield? Do you know?
I think
Like a
like,
pound?
no,
2
like
pounds?
5 to 10 pounds.
5 to 10 pounds.
Yeah.
What would be like an average consumption of a individual that smokes every week? Average. Just
She's not average.
Well, that depends because when I used to smoke during the day, I would smoke an ounce in like 5 days.
an ounce.
Wow.
I smoked about an ounce a week.
Now an ounce
smoked
lasts
2
me like
joints
a
in the
couple
morning.
months. Now
Then
an
I
ounce lasts me a
smoked 2
couple
more.
months. So
Anybody in the chat smoke an
Smoked
ounce
2
a week?
joints in the
Yeah.
afternoon and then I smoked some. Oh my God! Wow, Skyla. But Skyla, in all seriousness, it's helped you. But if you were gonna help, if you're gonna tell somebody, okay, I gotta channel Joe here. What am I not allowed to say here?
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Okay. How about, in your opinion? Okay. How about this? What's the best kind you think? A sativa or an indica? Now, I've been told indica makes you tired, so you think about, I'm in the couch, indica, right? In the couch.
I mean, you can put
Right.
it that way, but
And sativa makes you like operationally
so
sound.
sativa's more of a head high, and indica's more of a body high. That's why when you smoke indica, you want to go to sleep because your body's relaxed.
Right.
Ah.
And so
That's why it helps you go to sleep.
Yeah. So if you want to smoke during the day, you should smoke sativa. If you want to smoke at night, you should smoke indica. Or there's hybrids as well that, I mean, kind of have both. But
So, in hanging out with you one time, you had this thing, bong.
that thing broke. The dogs broke it. I was.
Are you
I
kidding?
cried. I was so
Are
upset.
you set up?
Yes. No. They like jumped over it, and the whole thing shattered. The one with the
Wow.
jellyfish percolator in it, they shattered
my
it. And I've
God.
had that for like 7 or 8 years. So
Let's see if you can find another one. I'll buy you one. I really will. My gift
I've
to you.
never seen one like it. And
It
I'm
was.
so-
I will
was
just tell you that you
amazing.
got to understand that I like had one hit out of it out of a pool. I was in the jacuzzi, and I coughed of all like I lost both lungs after that. One hit, and I was the highest I'd ever been in my lifetime.
Yeah.
You're just stuck there for a while.
Oh God, Skylar, what are you doing tonight? It's Taco Tuesday. I know your boyfriend is not here. That sucks.
I'm snatching Becca up. She's gonna come hang out with me.
Oh, Becca makes sense for sure. Becca, all right, all
and
right,
then we're
cool.
gonna make tacos.
No Shannon.
No, she's not 420 friendly.
Really? What about you, Nick? You're 420 friendly?
I like the way you said that.
All right. He even has a taco shirt on.
Taco
Awesome! I didn't even
Tuesday.
see that.
What are you, Brett? Are you 420
Tacos.
friendly? Just tacos?
Taco friendly.
I myself only do it to go to sleep. I just can't. I've never done drugs. My whole life. I did it for like when I was 18 for like 2 or 3 times, and then never cared about them. Never drank alcohol. Never, not much. Yes, occasionally I drink alcohol. Yeah, okay. But
Caffeine's a drug. Socially acceptable.
why don't you shut up?
What?
We're going to see you tomorrow. It is 420. Everybody go out there and enjoy themselves. Be safe.
Middle up.
And regardless
There
of
it
what
is.
happens with the verdict,
420, please.
regardless of what happens with the verdict, I don't mean to be cheesy here, but we kind of all are Americans, and I hope everyone's calm no matter what happens. It looks like the verdict's going to happen right now.
Yeah.
Everyone be safe out there no matter what happens. We're all Americans. You take care of yourself. It's 420 for Brett, Skyla, Jason, Nick, Josh. We'll see you tomorrow. Be safe. Hey, it's Todd Alt. It's the 56th episode of Risk On, and we're in our new studio. Jason?
56. You know, that was the great Lawrence Taylor, Hall of Famer.
421.
Don't blaze it.
421, 2021. Skyla's in the house. Check out Skyla.
Hello.
All right. How do you feel in your new corner over there?
Well, I feel a little far.
You
to
do,
be
don't you?
honest. I feel a little far.
You look
but
far away from here.
We'll get it figured out. It's first
Yeah,
day.
I like it. I can
Yeah.
see you right up there on the new. Hey, this is a new studio. It's trippy because the sound doesn't travel. There's a big screen behind. Look at their full screen. You can see everything there. That's kind of cool.
That's nice.
Look, Darren Magot in the house. Darren, what's up?
Hey Todd, thanks for having me. in the new
Darren
studio.
Magot. Oh, you guys didn't go. You guys didn't switch to him. Yeah, Darren Magot.
Let's
There he is.
go, Darren Magot.
Darren and I went to college together. We went to we had Espanol together. How much Espanol do you remember? Un poquito.
Sí, más o menos.
See. But you're on your way to Tulum, so you're gonna have to relearn that.
I'll need to find the bathroom and order the right drinks.
Darren is the CEO of a company called Alt Alliance, a wholly owned subsidiary of Alt Global, which is traded on the New York American, which I happen to be the executive chairman and founder of. Darren, you are the CEO of a company named after me.
That's right.
Jason Bartholomew, my partner in, the White Sox last night. You killed it.
Got the W there. Lost the parlay. Lost $12 on the night.
But you won, and that's like 5 in a row.
Yeah, we won 5 in a row in straight picks. Yep.
I got my second vaccine on Monday, as everyone knows, 9:30 in the morning. Boy, did it whip me yesterday.
Yeah.
I was whipped. I was like, it was like a weird, like you were going to get the flu, but you didn't have the flu.
Dude, I would have opened a short position on you yesterday.
Would you have?
Yeah, for sure.
And what ends up happening is you rally for a few minutes, and then all of a sudden,
I would have shorted every
then
pop.
you're done.
Yeah, I would have shorted
right?
every pop.
And I was like, so even this morning at breakfast, I'm like, oh, I'm good, Darren. Let's have breakfast. By the middle of breakfast, I'm like, oh, God, I'm so, and then I'm better.
You're rebound.
I know.
How's it
I'm
going
hoping
now?
that I'm going to continue, but Skyla gave me Tylenol an hour ago, so I might be rallying into the abyss here.
Gold and silver rallied.
Gold and silver. What happened with gold?
Gold's making a run at 1,800. It was up $16 today. Silver was up 83 cents. That's a big move. Copper up 8 cents, 4.29. Copper looking for that all-time high. I think it's going to get it.
Darren, you
heard
are
about it.
CEO of Alt Alliance. Let me think about this. Not allowed to comment on DPW,
Right.
parent company. I almost don't know what I can ask you because obviously I'm the executive chairman of DPW, Alt Global, and you are the CEO of Alt Alliance. But you did, how about we'll talk about what we know we can talk about.
All right.
So does everybody know, do you think that people know that we bought, that Alt Alliance bought a mega data center? Can you talk about how big this data center is? I know you're doing
It's
a lot of work
massive.
on it.
Yeah.
We've told the public it'll be operational in the second quarter. So you're towards June, right?
Yep, that's right.
When you bought it, it was operationally cash flow.
That's true.
Right?
Yes.
Talk about the size of it. And obviously, I know you can't say the location for securities purposes, but it is in Michigan. How big is this thing?
It's massive, Todd. I know you've been there, but it's hard to describe to
It's hard to
everyone
describe.
else. I mean, it's 617,000 square feet. There's
That's under-
14 acres of roof.
That's 14 acres under roof.
That's right.
I think people should understand that's a 9-hole golf course.
Yeah. Oh, it's
Under
massive.
roof, right?
And I just went up there a month ago, was on the roof, took some video, I sent it to you.
Yeah.
And it's just a big white roof as far as you can see.
Right.
I mean, it felt like winter, even though there was no snow out.
So, and sits on 34.5 acres.
That's right. Yeah, so another
Massive
15
facility.
acres to add whatever we choose to add.
You got 300 megawatts of capacity if you want to go there, right?
That's right. That's one of the real assets there.
If you were to use the 300 megawatts of power, what would that cost per month? Like, what would that
That's
cost?
crazy. Yeah, we were talking about that. Depends on the rate you negotiate with the utility to commit to that rate.
Right.
But, we're looking at a bill of like $8 million a month. You know?
If you were to go to 300 megawatts.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
But now you guys are building out a 30,000 part. Just think about that. Of 617,000 square feet, you're building out 30,000 square feet.
Right.
We've told people this could be a $50 million facility.
Oh, easily.
It's amazing,
Yeah.
right?
Well, and, we're from California, and real estate values are so much higher. So it's shocking for me to see a building that big for the price that we paid for
What
it.
did you actually pay for the building?
Right around $4 million.
Right, it was a
Yeah.
little over $4 million, like $4.3 million.
Yep.
But that was you basically bought about $90 million of replacement cost infrastructure
Right.
for under $4.5 million.
And there aren't facilities in the U.S. that have this much power going to them. I mean, it was a large manufacturer that used that power.
Now
to
they
process
used to
copper.
smelt copper, right? They were a copper
right.
tubing plant. You'd
Yeah.
like that.
I
They
love
used to
it.
bring in copper pellets and smelt them.
Wow.
And
Oh,
I see
Bigger than pellets. They bring in ore. They had a train car pulls into the building. 3 cars can fit inside to stay out of the weather, and they process rock, get the copper out of it.
Really?
It was massive. Yeah.
Wow.
Not even pellets.
Is today Doge-Day?
Yeah,
Day?
Doge Day.
Where's Doge at right now?
Look on the top right. There's a ticker. See it over there?
Is it 38?
38 Canadian. I bet it's 31.
Yeah.
If I had to guess. But I can tell you.
38. Why they quote it in Canadian?
I don't know. Yahoo Finance? I don't know why
Doesn't
it's
make
in
any
Canadian.
sense.
I got it right here. 31.31022 on the Robinhood.
Huh.
Yeah. So Dogecoin Day didn't work out. Money rotation out of Doge into the market.
Torch is better for us. It was an improvement today.
Yep.
Torch was up. In fact, let's go to it real quickly.
Yeah, Torch is decent today. Metamaterials, I think, had earnings today. That's the company.
Yeah,
they're
Torch was
merging
up
with.
actually.
Yeah.
Let me go check. Let me check on how much Torch we have actually.
Torch has been heavily shorted. They because of the delay in the proxy votes, because of the delay of the financials, shorts have been able to extend their timeline to short Torch. Eventually, they'll have to cover, because if they don't cover, they're going to have to pay the dividend. They don't want to do that. So that's what we're looking at. The end of April will be the vote for the Torch side. Metamaterials already voted almost 99% to move forward with the reverse takeover. Technically, that's what it is. So the merger.
We have 245,000 shares of Torch.
Yeah.
We had 250,000 shares of Torch. No, excuse me. We had 260,000 shares of Torch. We bought 15,000 yesterday at 150, sold 15,000 at 160, bringing us to 245. So we still increased the position, but made about a 10-cent move on 15,000 shares. We just traded around the position. Our core position's in place.
The special divvy from the liquidation of the... See, what's happening is Torch is getting out of the oil and gas industry, and they're merging with Metamaterials, more of a green tech company, and they're going to liquidate the assets and pay a special dividend to the shareholders. And we've got, what'd you say, 250,000 shares?
We have 245,000.
245.
All right, let me ask you a question.
yeah.
I need you guys' financial advice.
Sure.
So you make it sound really easy, and like you mentioned a few times, stocks are down. How do you decide to get out of the position or stick in it? Like I bought Desktop Metals, for example.
Oh,
I was watching DM for a while. It was above, I don't know where it went.
got that right here.
I bought it at 23. So it's at 12.89 today. I don't have a huge position, but what do I do? Like, how do you set your mind?
You want to answer that first, or I'll answer it? It doesn't
You
matter.
try.
Well, listen. Has anything changed fundamentally about the stock?
No,
Okay. Do you still like it?
I do.
Okay. What's your plan? I mean, why did you buy it initially?
Initially, I bought it because it was rising. I thought I could make some quick money.
Okay.
And so I find myself in that position where all of a sudden I turn from short term to, well, I'm a long term investor.
Okay. Well, look at Desktop Metals, ticker DM. Well, let's take a look at it. It's formerly the. It looks like it was a SPAC. Is that right?
This is a SPAC. It
Yeah,
was
it
well
was.
thought of. I had a big sponsor.
There it is.
I actually traded Desktop Metals. I bought it for 18.
I thought you did.
I bought it in the hole. I traded it.
This is 3D printing stuff, right?
Right.
Okay.
3D printing.
Let's look at the
parts
last 6
out
months.
of metal, which
Right.
sounds great to me.
Let's
Right.
pull it up here, Nick, real quick.
And it was high for so long, and I said, you know what? I'm just going to put an order in at 23.
So
maybe it dips.
here's
And it
the
filled and kept
here's the
falling.
merger of Desktop Metals. And the kind of rally that happened in February when all stocks were kind of going parabolic.
Yeah. You see that double top? What did you?
Yeah, this is a
did-
very big. This is
Yeah.
6 month.
Yeah.
They got to produce revenues or something, right, for it to do anything else? Or what do you think?
My understanding is they have a pretty amazing technology.
Let's take a look at some of.
What'd you pay for it?
23.
Ouch.
So then I asked myself, do I sell it and look for something else, or do I just say,
Was,
okay, I'm
was it a full
long-term?
position for you, or were you going to add more to it?
I don't know.
Well, here's what I'd say. What's the hurry? Number one. Number two. You don't need a tax write-off. It's April, for God's sakes.
Right.
What? So patience is a virtue. Oftentimes, a lot of people overtrade. We fat finger stuff all the time.
Yeah.
Trade. Where we don't need to. We're trying to
Right.
learn. You don't need the money.
No.
Why the
okay.
move today though? It was $1.64 higher. Let's pull up today's trade.
Oh, I'm
It
sure.
was $1.64 higher, up 14.58%. Why the trade today? Why was it up? You know?
Let's. I have.
You know, Darren, why it was up?
I don't.
Here, let's take a look at
Yeah.
some of the.
So before we find out, I would tell you that it's a little different philosophy. If you're going to do a single stock ticker, then you got to know why, the time frame, and why you're buying it. So if you said, and I don't know how many shares you bought, let's say you bought 100 shares. You said, I'm putting 100 shares in here, and I don't care if it goes to 50 or 100 or 200. There's a play that what Desktop Metal's doing is going to revolutionize. They're a category killer. I'm going to be long this stock for the next 5 years. I wouldn't even look at it again.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
But you're asking me to tell you how to do it, but I trade it relative to an entire portfolio. So I look at who's performing and who's not as part of a basket. So
Okay.
if Jason and I are long 5 crypto names and we want to be in crypto, we're always balancing whether crypto's up or down, but we have a position in crypto. So if we looked at Desktop Metals, we'd find the 3 other competitors that are in the same space as them. We may get long a lot of them, but we would
Yeah.
be we would have gotten stopped out of this name because it would have been continued to so where we have pain is where we have conversation. Jason and I don't have to have a conversation about where we don't have pain. When we don't have pain, we just go, oh, look, it's up.
Yeah.
If we keep talking about it, we know there's a problem. And so we get this, I get it. I've always got it. Jason and I only traded together for 4 months, but we've known each other for multiple years. But when you talk about something that has pain, then you know you have to take action. And so we meet every Sunday, and we look at all the pain. We don't look at the ones that are winners.
Right.
look at the ones losers and ask ourselves, why do we own it? Are we buying more? And so my answer is, if you're willing to stay long this, you got to double up, right? If you're
Yeah.
not willing to stay long it, but you bought it, it's like, I put $2,500 to work and I'm going to leave it be and look at it in 5 years. But you have to know why you bought
Add
it.
to it now.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's the problem.
You said you traded it, so you had a purpose back then.
Yeah, because
You
I
got
thought
out.
there was a big rally happening. By the way, I bought it for like $16, $17. It went to $18, $19, $20. I sold it and it went to $35. So I was wrong on the way up. I never bought it back on the way down. I actually probably will look at it now.
One more ticker, KMPH. We traded that one. Remember KMPH?
Oh, God.
What do you mean? We made good money on that. Skyless strategy.
We got killed. We got killed in KMPH at one point.
At one point.
We eventually came back alive.
They had news just now. $10 million milestone payment from the FDA for Astaras, their license agreement for, it looks like an FDA drug here. It's up pretty good in the after hours. 7%. Just happened.
Oh, it is up.
The thing with this, it literally just happened. So, I mean, the float's $28 million.
What was their milestone payment?
$10 million.
That's good.
Decent news.
Wow.
So I just thought I would bring that to your attention.
Wow. Looks interesting.
Yeah.
And when did they announce this?
It came out at 4:51 Eastern Standard Time. So 8
What did
minutes
that
ago.
run on last time before?
Another.
They got FDA approval for something before, right?
Yeah, they did. They just got but their Wainwright just cut their target to $10 from $12.
Why?
I don't know. That just happened. I guess they didn't really look at their pipeline here.
Huh.
Interesting. You know,
What are they up?
sometimes
They're not up a lot, right?
Nah, they're analysts
Up
sometimes. they can
56
miss stuff.
cents.
Yeah, but it's been
But they
consolidating.
got a big milestone payment.
Yeah, it's decent. Market cap's, well, would they get about a 4% market cap milestone payment?
What's their market cap?
250.
Huh. You a fan of this or no?
I mean, I just saw it come
Would you
across.
trade it?
Not right now. I wouldn't. No.
You wouldn't trade it right now, up 6% in the aftermarket?
No, not right now.
You don't think it's going to be a runner?
I didn't see a lot of volume. Maybe after Robinhood closes. Let's see what happens. If not, we can look at it in the morning. There's no hurry. I don't want
Really?
to. I don't need to force trades. Yeah,
I understand.
that's all. We got enough tickers.
You guys got to check out Risky Bits, man. The team that edits this stuff is so funny. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's so there's Jason getting it up the nose. It's just the funniest thing ever. The stuff they do with what Skyla, do you know the one that we did about cannabis? Had like 14,000 views in the first day. Like tons of comments, etc.
Oh,
Yeah, we got a full LED screen in the background. I don't know how we could ever play that in sort of a big way. I'm going to take a little bit of time to walk you through my thesis on why I'm short Netflix.
Good.
Let's go. Let's go to the screen. I want you to notice this part over here. This is the 5-year chart. Notice the chart here, the peak here, all the way across. This band, and I can't really show if I looked at that band, you measured that relative to the peak and trough of other sides. I think this is topped out, right? Now, I could be wrong and Netflix could go to new highs.
Right.
Unlikely. I think that what you see with Netflix is increasing cost to produce content. Disney over the top. You got Paramount. You got Hulu, which is a Disney product.
Yeah.
You got HBO. You got a lot of competition coming in. I have a $400 price target. I am not recommending that you short the stock, but I am putting my money where my mouth is, and we are short Netflix, and we shorted it right here.
Do you think
we are short right here? My target on the Netflix short is $400 a share, which is only what, a 20%
20%?
pullback.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am not a fan of Netflix. By the way, I love The Crown. Love The Crown. I love Netflix, the show, all the things they have on Netflix. Tiger King. That was fun.
Yeah.
I think this trade's over with. You guys, this has been Risk On. This is the 56th episode of Risk On. Thanks to Josh, everybody, Nick, and Brett for working till 3 in the morning to get the studio done. Darren, my
work.
special guest, CEO of Alt Alliance.
Thanks for having
Skyla's in
me.
the house. Jason Bartholomew. All the people from the Naked Army. Everybody supporting us online. We appreciate you. We'll see you tomorrow. Boo on Netflix. 5-7. Hey, it's Todd Alt. This is Risk On with Jason Bartholomew, but we have a special guest in the studio, and it's not Skyla. Skyla's here too, but the guest we have on, to me, is the future guy. It's future guy for sales, for success, for training. I love this guy. He's one of the reasons I moved to Las Vegas. He is the real deal. He's been around a long time. He's self-made. He has an event this weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and you can't go because it's sold out. Bradley's in the house.
What it is.
Look at
Dropping
that, baby.
bombs.
Look
Hey, I
at
gotta
that.
say though, I'm not self-made, and I don't think anyone in the world is. That's no such thing as that.
You started with zero.
Doesn't matter.
Did you start with zero?
Doesn't matter. Yes, I did. But I'm not self-made. Nobody is. It's impossible.
You sold out your weekend.
Yeah, but you have to have relationships to survive and thrive.
I'm not
and
suggesting
grow.
that you're not smart
Well,
enough.
then nobody gets.
I'm not suggesting that you're not smart enough to take relationships and maximize them and help people make money, and therefore you make money for yourself. That's me dropping a bomb.
Yeah, but that wouldn't make me self-made.
Boom.
But anyway, I'll take it. Sounds cool.
You're kind of the original guy. I've seen you on with tons of really well-known people. You help people like Grant Cardone. You help people like Tony Robbins. I know the Shark uses your system. Tell everyone about just a couple minutes about Lightspeed. 1 minute about Lightspeed.
Well, Lightspeed's a web-based interactive training technology with built-in features that has it almost being used as a marketing technology. So it's almost like this centralized hub of knowledge that you can deliver, track, and measure content that actually is effective.
I know Cardone use on that. That's a big user of your technology.
Yep.
Wait.
We have huge companies you've never heard of, huge names, people you've never heard of. I have somebody, in various niche markets doing, $500,000 a month with it, and no one even knows who they are.
You power technology, you power learning, you power education, you power making sure you can track the education. So tell us how employers, people who can train people and then validate that they actually took the course and learn something from it.
Well, ultimately, my mission is to get the knowledge from the people who have it to the people who need it, because I think that's why people are failing, because they don't have the right information. So this system was designed to help me with that mission. And the reason why it works so well is because I actually invented it for myself, because I was out on the road trying to train people, and I left a job where I was training people on a regular basis unbelievably. Like, I could take someone that was working at a hamburger stand and make them a top salesperson very, very quickly, or a salesperson into a sales manager very, very quickly. And I discovered that there's 4 ingredients that most companies are missing, and that is good content. You got to know what to do in the first place.
Right.
Repetition, which is what most people miss. Practice, and accountability. And there's really no other learning technology out there that allows you to deliver, track, and measure content with repetition and have built-in communication ability. So it's just really engaging, and it works better than anything else out there.
Is it really?
The Dow right now is down 307. The net. We're going to get into this, by the way. This is just the
was
indicators. We're going to get into this.
You guys got to know.
Stick
Today,
around.
You guys have got to know that intraday, Joe Biden, your president, our president, said that people earning over $400,000 should pay 43% on capital gains, and the market went down.
Not to mention, Janet Yellen was overheard talking about a very hefty tax on cryptocurrency profits. We're going to get into all this. So the reversal in the market happened when good old Joe opened his mouth. We went from deep Hulk, Incredible Hulk green, to bright red, needing to tie a tourniquet. It was
Right.
ugly. So go ahead, Todd.
I got to apologize because you're telling them what we did. No, we were for full disclosure, we were short the Qs. We were long the S triple Qs, which is to be long. You're triple short. We were short the Dow. We were short the S&P. We were short Netflix.
Yep.
We covered all of our index shorts when Joe Biden opened his mouth.
Yes.
And I don't know if it was a good thing or not, but we had made about $130,000 in about 10 minutes off of that. A nice recovery from the day before. So we covered those. We got long MGM today. Sorry about that for interrupting. I just want to make sure people know we covered.
No, you're fine. NASDAQ ended up down 163. Right now is what I'm seeing. Gold was down $9, 1783. Silver down 41 cents, 26.16. It looks like oil was up 30 cents. You guys have been feeling the prices at the pump.
POWW, I can't be more irritated about
There's
this.
so much I want to cover.
I know there's a ton to cover. We were, as you guys know, we're long about 750,000 shares of POW. It's about a $5 million position. And we had a nice rally to 715 today. And he opens his mouth and pukes out. Was he taxing bullets?
Hey, whoa, hold
That's
on.
what it felt like. He's taxing bullets.
Don't give him any ideas.
Everyone can see where Joe Biden opened his mouth. Let's go here. Let's see it again.
There it is.
Everyone can see Joe Biden says something here.
The
Boom.
Biden bloodbath. That's
Yeah,
an alliteration, right?
the
Biden bloodbath.
We got smoked here.
Yeah.
Right here, we're 715. It was doing great. Then you can see a big move in ammo. Can we bring it up one more time? Yeah, look at that. Okay.
You saw the dead cat bounce too on the
yeah,
spiders and the
for sure.
the Qs.
Torch.
Torch
Everyone
is,
knows this is a huge position of ours. We are long this for some divvy and some nonsense that Jason likes about it. I don't understand it. Wow, it's $1.92 in the aftermarket.
We talked about Torch yesterday.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
We own 250,000
No,
shares.
but we gave our thesis.
We did. I understand.
Okay.
Listen, we were buying this thing at 140, 130.
Yes,
I
was
mean,
like,
this thing was tanking.
He's like, Todd's like, on every Sunday we just review the portfolio. He's like, what do you want to do with this Torch? We're getting lit
We're
up.
getting torched in this thing.
Yeah, I'm like, well, I want to buy more.
So it's
MOAR.
$1.93 in the aftermarket.
Todd, why is Janet Yellen trying to tax crypto at 80%? Why do they hate success stories for the everyday American? I just don't really get it. If you go over to that next tab, you'll see it right here. Pull it up, Nick.
Nick, let's see it. Shout out to Nathan. How do you say his last name?
That's Misshowed.
Michaud. Take it away, my friend.
So after Biden runs his blabbering mouth and says, "Hey, we're going to tax tax success," and by the way, just let me give you some context. If you live in New York City or San Francisco or Miami, Florida, or some of these places it's really expensive to live, and you have a family of four, just an everyday average American family of four, and you make $400,000, I got news flash for you. You're not rich. And what really ticks me off is the folks on Capitol Hill in D.C., it's been proven over and over that they have been privy to information in trading, and they've made trades ahead of the game, and they're allowed to do stuff like that. I mean, we talked about this on the unusualwhales.com site, where we saw, in fact, these people making trades ahead of the game. We saw a guy like Richard Burr in North Carolina who just loaded up on what would be awesome COVID stocks like Amazon and such prior to Fauci coming out and talking about how we're going to be locked down. So this is like wealth for thee and not for me. And this tax proposal is going to crush people. I hope it doesn't go through.
Let's go to the screen here real quick, Nick, and look at this proposal. Biden eyes capital gains tax hike to 43.4%. For New York, it could be 52.2%. For California, it could be a total taxation of 56.7%.
Hey.
And you wonder why I don't live in California.
This is why Todd left California.
One of the California.
Taxifornia, whatever you want to call it. AOC came out today and said, climate change is causing all this problems and racial divide. Like, I don't know what I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
The interesting part about the racial divide is I'm not divided. I
No.
have friends that are black, white, Hispanic,
Yeah.
gay, straight, lesbians, transgender.
Let me tell you-
Skyla, all of her friends are like one of the other. And right, Skyla?
What?
I'm just saying, none of them bother me. We're all getting along. Everyone's fine. I don't know what she's talking. The climate isn't making me more or less racist.
It's crazy.
I have a niece and nephew that are African American, one that's Puerto Rican. I mean, none of this comes up in my mind.
Let me cover-
Who's out there being racist?
Well, it's the media and the narrative, and that's how they control the
I
people.
don't know
This is
how
my
they're-
opinion.
I don't know how
obviously.
you're ever, my opinion, how you are ever going to get anyone to want to be a policeman.
No, never. I mean, Gabriel. So crypto's the future or not? He asks. Are the big dogs in Washington ever going to let crypto take over, or is the USD here forever? The fiat currency can't collapse. The whole.
This is a very interesting
Yeah,
scenario.
yeah.
All of our debt is denominated in dollars.
Right.
That's not going away.
Right.
And what's even more interesting is someone said to me, well, they could make crypto illegal. But your thoughts were, no, they won't. They're just going to tax it.
Yeah. Why would they do? Yeah.
You
Why
guys
would they
gotta
make
think
it
about
illegal?
what we're saying here.
They can harvest so much revenue from that.
And they have there's a lot of political fire around the idea that rich people, people own stocks, and if you make more than $400,000 a year, you should be taxed. You should pay your fair share.
Yeah. What is my fair share, Elizabeth Warren? I'm sorry, I have to call her out. She's the one that says it the most.
Pay your fair share.
So what did Pocahontas do? She got free student loans based on a lie. I'm just ripping today, man. I don't even care. I'm so sick of these people. She said she was a certain percentage of Native
Ouch.
American, and then she's not held accountable. She literally committed.
Don't you understand that she opened a beer?
Yeah.
And told everyone she's going to run for president. I'll have a beer.
Gonna go get me a bear.
Hey, go get me a beer.
You want one? To her husband.
Hey, you want one, honey? He's like, honey, I don't drink beer.
Anyway, so crypto's taxed, right? So here's what happens. When the taxation increases, then your edge decreases. We got about 3 minutes left. So it's hard to beat the market. Okay,
Really
it can
hard.
be.
Really hard.
Then when you're taxed more, your risk is higher, and then your profit margin's lower. And where does all the money go? The house wins. The damn house wins. They get all the money. At the end of the day, they get all the money.
We had the real Bradley on at the beginning. Check out the real Bradley. I love this guy. For Josh, who's our producer, and Skylar, our assistant producer, and
Dropping bombs for Bradley.
there you go, Jason Bartholomew. We'll see you tomorrow. I think this is 58, right?
57.
57, 5-7. We will see you tomorrow. Go Yankees. Hey, it's Todd Alt. I'm with Jason Bartholomew. This is Risk On. Skylar's in the house.
Hello.
It is episode 58.
Yes, sir.
Did you ever think we'd make it that far? Oh, sorry. That was an accident.
Going
I was trying
strong.
to press the applause button. Trying to press the... Sorry. 5-8. Don't you feel like you should call Risk On the Show something like Risk On the Show,
Like the feature show? I don't know.
the feature show?
The main. I don't
The
know.
main event.
Hey,
I
up
don't
today,
know.
if you stay tuned through the whole show, what man won the decathlon, became a Kardashian, had a Jenner, and is now a female, or identifies as a female, one of the two. I don't know which one that is. And possibly running for governor. I don't know the story here, but I suspect that she leads all the election things. So Matthew McConaughey, by the way, they had him against Abbott in a poll, and he's a winner right now.
Oh, she's running. Caitlyn's running for the runoff election in the fall.
Oh, against
Gavin.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
The recall.
The recall, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's right. And she's got all the Trump people from the campaign. They had a meeting. They had a lunch. Brad Parscale, a lot of the donors.
For like the last 2 months, small caps have been getting their head cut off.
Yeah.
I didn't realize how bad I always thought it was just I was being punished. But apparently other people's stock portfolios are down too.
Hey, misery loves company. And we were, the whole country was getting bashed if they were in small caps.
When I look at my phone, I get an update on the market because I trade real time. Jason and I start trading at 1 a.m. every day on
IB.
IB
And Weeble.
and Weeble, and we trade throughout the day till 5 o'clock. So I'm not trying to be rude.
No.
I'm trying to look at my account and see if there's anything happening that I can talk about. And some of those things that are happening are the Qs are up, the triple Qs are up $4.38. And for a full disclosure, I'm getting short. I am negative on the market, but not today. We focus on what's happening right now. Market's positive.
POWW ammo. And that had a decent day, up 4%. Relatively low volume. Longs are not selling. They're waiting for the news of gunbroker.com, the acquisition that which ammo raised capital for. And the CEO was pretty definitive on the time frame of when this could happen. He said mid-April. He also said by the end of April. Well, here we are, April 23rd. I'm going to see if anyone is taking positions after hours, just in anticipation of possible press release on Monday morning. We'll see. I mean, Monday morning is the 26th. The time clock is running out. They have the money for the deal. They raised the capital. The deal makes sense on paper. Let's see if they execute. So, ammo, POW, we are long about 700.
We had a ripping day today,
Yeah.
by the way. We had a ripping day. Roland, look at him. Heck, let's go,
It
pal,
didn't.
big
So
pal.
look at that. The conference call didn't start for 45 minutes. Someone yelled "F you" at the very beginning.
Well, JB Ballin,
Dude, that's crazy.
Eric Walker, Reefman 20 with the Naked Army.
Yeah.
Happy Friday, everybody. Yeah, happy Friday. You talked about ammo. It does act like something's up.
It does.
It's been perking up
Yep.
pretty. Which is interesting because sometimes it has no volume. It's like very light.
Today, for example, 1.3 million. That's about what it's been.
Yeah.
But you know, if you look at the 3-month rolling average, it's 3 million.
I'm a little concerned that everyone's waiting for this news, though.
Yeah, but it's not baked in my opinion.
Really? You don't think it's baked in?
No.
Wow.
No way.
All right. So did we go to the screen here? Did I miss that?
Yeah, we went to it.
I want to look at this 1 month here.
There's the capital.
Can we go real quick to 1 month? It's stagnant, by the way.
Yeah.
It's up back there, but it pulled off that 783 high. So there's a 783 high in here. We sold them by the end of the day. It was down. Crazy.
Yeah.
So what do you make of this?
Oh, Sparky.
What do you make of crypto going to 49,000 Bitcoin and then the rally? Why was there a rally in?
Here's what it's 51 right now, almost 51.
Oh, it's back.
Yeah, here's what I think. So there were some prominent business Twitter accounts, finance guys, some people yesterday that came out mentioning the possibility of a really high tax on crypto, like an absurd number.
Yeah.
So here's our thoughts. And Todd, I don't want to speak for you, but we think that the United States government sees value in taxation of crypto. They don't want to ban it.
They can't ban it,
right.
in my opinion.
It's They could,
but the way to get around banning it is to tax it.
Right. So we're thinking that the combination of the crazy, in my opinion, crazy capital gains tax proposal from this guy in the office, and then comboed with the...
You know, he floated that, by the way.
Yeah.
He floated it through someone. He didn't actually say it, did he?
I don't know.
No, he floated it.
Okay.
And that's an interesting thing. It is a float. See, there's going to be a compromise. They're going to come in and say, oh, well, we floated that idea, but, you know, because of reasonable expectations, we're going to look at things. We're going to come back, and it's going to be 30%. What would you say, Denmark?
We looked at Northern Europe, which is known as high tax. 30% was the ceiling.
Right.
So, I mean, come on. This is crazy.
Why would anyone need drinking water? You can get it from the hose. You don't need drinking water in a bottle. Why would anyone pay for water in a bottle?
Yeah.
This is how messed up we are.
Yeah.
We're like lemons. They call them lemons, right? Or lemmings.
Lemmings.
Right? Lemmings. Like, oh, let's just follow it all. Oh, Green New Deal. Let's get rid of jets. Everything must be electric.
Let's tear down buildings.
By the way.
Oh my God, it's so bad.
By the way, if everything needs to be electric, okay, I just want everyone to listen to this. All the people in the chat, they're all smart. They're going to know this. But the people that are kind of just tuning in, listening to some fat lunatic, what do you think the lifting cost to get oil out of the ground is? Do you think making things electric are free? There's no carbon used in making things electric?
You need copper. They won't even approve the NAC Pebble
We don't
mine.
even make any sense. Even if you make an electric vehicle, there's a carbon footprint. It costs money to do it. Actually, you have to use petroleum.
It's unbelievable. And then the lithium batteries, where do they just poof? Are they just biodegradable?
By the way, lithium batteries, do you know what they do to the earth?
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever seen a lithium mine? I do. It's right outside Nevada, one of the biggest ones around.
Absolutely.
The ground, I mean, they just basically destroy the earth. They take it all out.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we in America are we're on one side or the other, right? By the way, I saw a terrible thing the other day.
Oh, look at this one.
Which one?
Tyler.
What's it say?
Remember that one?
What's
The
Tyler
plastic
say?
straws are going to kill us. Were they not talking about all the masks I see in the city streets?
Oh,
people
masks
just
are
chucking
terrible.
masks away, ending up in the Lake
Grace
Mead.
Ross, this is what she said.
Dude,
Listen.
masks
This is what Grace said.
everywhere.
This is what she says. Grace Ross says, we don't have the infrastructure to maintain the electric society. How do we forget the rolling blackouts in California? By the way, Grace, why did everything catch on fire in California? And why does the power company have to go bankrupt because a power line went down? I mean, none of this makes any sense to me. I'm gonna go full bore, by the way.
I want to do something first.
No, I'm going full bore.
All right, go ahead.
No,
Go for it.
we're in a simulation.
Yeah. Oh, the Elon?
I think we're doing the Elon thing. I 100% think we're in some messed up simulation where we're part of some bigger conspiracy, whatever it is.
I believe that too.
We have to fight about things that don't exist. Let me be clear. On the SQQQs, you buy them to be short, you sell them to be long, right? So if you believe that the Qs are going to go up, you sell them. If you believe the Qs are going to go down, you buy them because it goes up in value if the Qs decline, but it's 3-to-1. So I put in I bought 125,000. That's 1.25 million, which means I'm short 3.75 million
Yeah,
of the Qs.
leverage.
So they're leveraged also. It's really important. Sometimes if I want to be unleveraged, I'll just short the actual Qs, actual diamonds, actual spiders.
Right.
But I do this in conjunction with either I believe we're rolling over. It's a tricky thing because you could roll over 9% and you think you're going to go over 10. Being short is tough, especially indexes. With Jason and I, we run the portfolio in 3 ways. We lend to public companies, other public companies. We lend them money. That's the core of the business, right? That's the license. That's why we're a licensed lender. We make investments like we have in Boeing, right? And then we volatility trade in sectors we think are have high beta, high volatility, right? Alpha and beta.
Yep.
And so when we establish a core position, we will trade around it. If it rallies hard, we'll pair some back. If it trades down harder, we'll average in, which can be dangerous. Like we got caught up in QS. Right? We got smoked.
Yes.
And we really messed that up. And what Jason and I like to do is to be transparent with each other, to talk these things through. Jason is more short term than I am, and more of a theme trader. He's kind of you're connected with the Discords and all those chat
momentum
guys.
Yeah.
I'm more of a core. I buy 13D filings. I try to buy big stakes in companies that I can have an influence on. But when part of the portfolio is traded around a position. Up next,
There it is.
Kendall Jenner.
No.
No.
Caitlyn.
Oh, I couldn't tell the difference. Oh, I'm so sorry. Is that really? Oh, that's Caitlyn.
Yeah.
Oh, those heels.
She's how old is she? 71?
Is that true?
What?
I think so. 71.
Do you know if
Check it out.
he or she got his manhood whacked?
I don't know.
No,
I don't know.
she became a girl, but you don't have to become a girl. As my daughter told me the other day, sex is a man or a woman. Gender is in your mind.
Okay.
You can be whatever you want, right? All of you out there, I know you agree with me, right? Gender is just something you feel.
Oh, yeah. I think she actually did get the change because she made like a comment about how peeing in the shower is different.
Ooh, okay.
Skylar, did you just say that?
Yeah, I did. Because she made a comment about it, and that's how I remembered. So she did get the actual full change to a woman. Yeah.
Wait, is that a karate chop?
Yeah.
Did she chop it off?
Yeah.
Hoo-yah!
I believe so.
Do you have the Wavos to do that yourself?
No way. No way.
I don't. No, Josh is like, okay, we're not going there. You going to talk about Kendall Jenner or what's her name? Kylie Jenner.
Caitlyn Jenner.
Caitlyn Jenner.
She's going to run in the recall.
Is this
fall.
official?
Yes.
Are you making a commentary on it at all?
It's official. I like it because it looks like she has a different outlook ideologically for California. And regardless of her sex, gender, what have you, I don't care. I don't really worry about that stuff. I just worry about the policies that she would like to implement because I think California needs a change.
We appreciate all the people in the audience. So KEIB 1150 Los Angeles, the Patriot Network, iHeartRadio app. We appreciate you guys. Josh, thanks so much for a great week. Nick, Brett, Skyla, you do anything fun this weekend?
Yeah, Madison's coming. She'll probably be here in about 2 hours.
Right on. Jason, my man.
Yeah,
Good
man.
week, buddy.
Yeah, for sure.
We'll see you Monday. Good luck betting. It's Risk On. Take care.